Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is a Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak 2 Part 62. In the previous video, Quatre turned into an angel and destroyed the island. Of course, as we all saw coming. I mean, Quatre turning into a creature and then destroying the island was not that far out of left field. And being an angel was a little surprising. Just because, I mean, I guess it's different than Van having a demon lord in him. I mean, not really. I mean, it's more like aesthetically different. But it's not like too far out of left field because, well, it's already been established like in universe that it's a thing it can happen. And it's already happened to, you know, one of the people in the party. But let's go, I'm guessing we don't actually fight you here, considering it seems like, yeah, okay, there is actually a dungeon. I was like a little surprised that it was like, oh, it's just like you walked in the stairs and there they are. Oh yeah, there's the eye thing.
Quatre, are you alright? He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Poor thing. It almost tugs at my heartstrings to see him like this. No normal human would be capable of withstanding the searing pain that form brings.
I mean, you don't know that it hurts.
Yet our completed vessel is bearing the brunt of it all the same. I'd expect nothing less from the DG cult's obsessive pet project.
You son of a bitch!
You keep calling him a vessel. Is he the victim of one of the cult's experiments? The ones that fell outside of their normal doctrine?
Precisely. Although, in a manner of speaking, he was right in line with it.
Yeah.
They called him God's Vessel.
God's vessel?
The DG cult was established 500 years ago, but it was more or less a front. However, the cult grew like a raging forest fire, and in its wake, a number of defiant sects sprung to life.
Is it supposed to be that old? I don't feel like I remember the DG cult being that old. Which, I mean, I guess it's not like out of left field or anything. Because we know that the Crossbell peoples, they've been trying to make Kia for like 1,000 years. So it's not like, I don't know, I just feel like I kind of assumed it was a more recent thing.
These groups had views and objectives that strayed far from that of the cult, and they sought a new approach for finding the true God.
What are their thing? Oh yeah, the Croises. Yeah. I was blinking on their names, or the family name.
One of these sects was Paradise. They hatched a plan to create a vessel for it. And that plan involved turning a human into a host for the true God. They tried a number of methods, from genetic manipulation to drug administration, in order to artificially create the perfect human being. Put simply, they were performing a ritual to bring a god down from heaven and into the body of their completed vessel.
What are you saying? A perfect human being?
In every sense of the word, both mentally and physically. Apparently, they were determined to make their vision a reality by any means necessary. At one of the hospitals that was under their thumb, they treated a pregnant mother with drugs and subjected her to genetic manipulation. From what I hear, they even did a bit of recycling from some of the children that were broken by the less radical sects of the
Okay,
cult.
so we are going for that. Which seems like the most, well, it seems like a the second most reasonable explanation for how Quatre is Quatre, but not Quatre. Which is like, most reasonable is just Rin thought he was dead, but he's not actually dead. Second most reasonable is that there's some, you know, mind melding going on.
However, that yielded some unexpected results.
The personality transference we saw in the research lab was likely one of them. No, it may be more accurate to say it was the inciting incident.
Okay, so this is better than, like, them sticking to this Quatre's not Quatre thing. Quatre being Quatre, or Quatre having elements of Quatre, and using Quatre's name because it's, like, the predominant personality, I'm perfectly fine with.
It was an experiment to bring what they believe to be a true god to Earth, and then implant its personality into a vessel. And everything that happened to you was...
Yes, that was all a prelude to their experiments on personality transference. Fun fact, that child wasn't originally from Paradise. He was born at a different lodge. The parents were members of the cult. They willingly offered their child up for experimentation.
Okay.
And this is the result.
Because I do remember now, he had some dialogue, right, when he's in the trauma orb about, like, his mom and dad. Like, you know, not wanting to change or something.
The child made for a promising test subject. After all,
Because
he is both male and female.
I was just about to get into that. Because originally I was just thinking Quatre was like, you know, like, we're gonna broach the topic of transness, which you could see this as an analog to it in a way. Because I was thinking about, not that he was going to be like both male and female, but that Quatre was going to be like, you know, agender, or like genderless, whatever term you want to use. Like, that would be like the source of his, not, I guess, embarrassment, or like knowing that he's different. Like, that was something I was just thinking about a little bit ago. But they're going in the same idea, but instead of having, you know, no sex organs, it's the opposite.
So then, that's what happened.
Quatre was artificially imbued with the characteristics of an angel, like the ones we grew up hearing about.
Damn true. Those are two aspects that are very important for my idealized version of an angel.
How could they do that to their own child?
It's like, I see you got the wings and the halo, but take off the pants. Take off the pants. Do you got them? Do you got them? Eh? I don't know what this bit is.
Pieces of shit!
At the very least, he was spared the worst of the experiments. He was born as a child of God, after all.
Now, him being like, yeah, because like, the idea of them being like raised into the cult, though, was not something I would have thought of. Because that does kind of, if that's the case, why kidnap kids? Because I guess really in my mind, like, the idea that the DG cult's supposed to in-universe been a thing that was going on for hundreds of years. Which definitely could have been mentioned. And it probably was. Like, that does seem vaguely familiar. But there is kind of, it's like, just, if you had the people are so in the cult, like, why don't they just have their own kids and experiment on them? Like, I could understand if it's like the cult is relatively new, you don't quite have the time to set up the human capital for it, but like, you would think if you've been around for hundreds of years, it'd probably just be easier to keep recruiting new members than like kidnap children and bring all that heat on you.
However, that didn't stop them from drugging and brainwashing him on a regular basis. They needed him to believe he was different.
But yeah, because also that was one of the things is that I was thinking is that maybe and I was kind of hoping they didn't do this, so I'm glad they didn't, but like the idea was that based on his comments in the trauma orb before Quatre was definitively said to be like a experimented character? Or is that maybe it was like, well, I guess it could still be connected. Is that his parents experimented on him, like in relation to like sex reassignment or something like that, and that's why? So Quatre like wouldn't really be trans in the traditional sense, but like was changed against his will. And like that could have been the explanation, just based on his comments about like, I can't remember the exact line, but it was definitely something about like his parents and not like something about experiments or something.
They wanted to erode any sense of belonging so that he would one day play the part of the ideal host for their true god. But that day never came.
You're referring to the cult purge operation, yes? The one that took place a year after Paradise was destroyed by the Society? Technological countermeasures were put in place after the fact, and victims were taken in by foster families. Professor Hamilton was involved in that.
Right. She welcomed Quatre into her family.
That story wasn't yours to tell, you know. You have some nerve digging up someone's past like that. How dare you?
Could have stopped me any time, but no. You hung on every word. You're just as guilty. Anyway, I'm not all that concerned about his tragic backstory. The only thing that matters is whether he's useful to my plan. And since he's long outlived his usefulness, I have no reason to remain here. I just wanted to see things through to its conclusion.
And in case you're asking, no, when I explain my plan, it would take far too long to understand the machinations of my twisted mind. Me when the game hits me with another fucking vague-ass explanation, and then the villain teleports away.
It's like he's going out of control.
Now then, I'll be making my exit. I have more important matters to attend to.
Hey! Where the hell do you think you're going?
This way.
Let him go. We have to help Quatre.
Run away. I don't care anymore. I'm not human. I don't belong in this world. This is what Papa and Mama wanted. Leave me be. Go before I hurt you more than I already have.
Quatre.
If I had a nickel for every time a godlike being was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna kill myself in the series, I'd have like several nickels at this point. I don't know if it'd be enough to buy anything, but...
You always stick your neck out for us, so why can't we return the favor? If we were in your shoes, you'd rush to our aid without a second thought. Don't deny it!
Your words ring true, even now.
Everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Are you seriously trying to make that same dumbass choice that I did? You realize how many people that would hurt. Open your eyes. Remember all the people who care about you. Remember us. Not those damn cultists or your screwed up parents who put you through this hell in the first place. You don't owe them a damn thing. And don't you forget it. Quatre Silesian!
He's right. Please don't let go of the people who treasure you dearly. The bonds and connections you've made are what make you who you are.
What about Professor Hamilton and Esmeralda, huh? They loved and raised you as their own. There's your answer right there.
I don't give two shits about this angel crap or whether people think you're different. That doesn't give you the right to just up and leave us.
You're not going to hurt us. And whether you like it or not, we're not giving up on you.
Anya's busy rehearsing what she's about to say. Oh shit, oh god, I'm going last. It's gotta be good.
That's right. We'll do whatever we have to bring you back. Because you mean the world to us.
Now, with that being said, I'm not a hater of the every character says their 1 or 2 lines to remind you that they're here. I actually kind of like it, as opposed to just like everyone's standing there silently. I mean, there are certain times where maybe it gets a little ridiculous, but for the most part, I'm actually for that. I'm not like a... because I do see that as like a complaint, and that doesn't bother me.
So please, please come back to us, Quatre!
Oh, yes. Everyone.
Let's take care of this, Van. For the victims who are still suffering because of the cult. And for those of us that suffered in the past.
We've got your back
Rin
too.
sees Catra's going through immense
We'll get
pain.
him back if it's the last
Alright,
thing we do.
get the scythe ready.
Let's do this! Give me your worst.
Because I'm presuming we're gonna like fight him and then he's gonna teleport away or something. Because there is still a whole dungeon over this way. But all right. Once again, angels hate coins. They hate wasting money.
It's time.
They're like, how dare you? I didn't change your thing.
Pressure him and move in.
Zypha, activate.
There! You know what to do, Anya! Now or never! Zypha, activate!
Actually cringe. Unbelievable. Catra leaves the party, immediately starts posting cringe. Really makes you think. I don't know if we're gonna be able to let you back in, because you do know we don't use shields on this channel.
Forget it.
I'll take you on.
Like, I hope you realize that shit is not okay.
Activating drive.
I can't remember. Does this make us tick down? It doesn't make us tick down, right?
Here goes.
It, well, we like ticked up then ticked down. So I was like, why did it go up to 3? Is that a thing?
Move in.
Take that.
Now or never! Zypha, forget it.
Oh. Kinda wish you hadn't done that on the crit, but he's fine. That actually did no damage, never mind. Because I was thinking, is that like his S-craft? It seems kinda early.
Yeah! It's up to you, Ren.
Probably be doing more damage if you're casting a fire spell, Rin. Just,
Feel the show, Judith.
It's go time. This one's gonna knock your socks off. I hope now for the climate. Grim Knight Wall!
Chance. Feel my power. I'll cut you down to size. Azure Sunray.
hit him with the damn banana split.
Forget it.
And that did do pretty decent damage. Now, in an ideal world, we would have saved for the stun, but I really did think the fight would just end. Because I don't really know what they're doing with the whole... I can see the pot, man. I can see the destructible pot.
Forget it.
Okay, Quatre, you gotta get some new shit to do.
Yeah! It's up to
Here goes.
Actually, we're gonna have to have a talk when you get back in the party, Quatre.
activate.
Here goes.
That do? Okay, that did do stun damage. You got no fucking SP, man. CP, whatever. It's okay. He's not gonna instantly break out of the sun, probably. I don't know, should we... We should probably just do what we can.
Keep it up, it's working.
Since you get the extra stun damage.
Not getting away. Blast off!
Okay, it was a little unimpressive, honestly. But I guess you're not buffed, so it's not so bad.
It's time.
But like, you stayed stuck. Like, I literally don't understand. If it's like a percentage, because I mean, honestly, they never explained how it works, like what causes them to break out. Because it does seem like completely random. Because sometimes it's like you hit them once and they break out of the stun. Sometimes you don't hit them at all, they break out of the stun.
Keep it up, it's working.
How do you know? Oh, you're not boosted? None of you are boosted?
You're up, Ren.
I need your assist. Cannon! Now or never.
Going all in.
You'll never get. There's nothing I can't. Bring cat. Come in your. It's go time.
Oh, this is more damage. This is a B. Wait, you're not stunned anymore? I literally didn't even take a... That's not even a real turn, brother!
A chance.
See what I mean? It's completely random.
Activating.
Is it like number of turns pass? But we've had them break out instantly before.
I'm so pathetic.
Okay, why did that do like 8 times the damage it normally does? What the hell? Yeah, you wouldn't actually kill, so... I just didn't expect that to do like 4 times the damage randomly.
Thanks.
Gotta get back on my feet.
Here goes.
Or him to double act like that. So that was like surprising on mini levels.
Ah.
And Judith once again. You should.
Let me heal you. My thing.
Why didn't you get regen?
Now then.
Don't you have the... No, Rin has it. Yeah, we just changed that. Because we changed it and then immediately didn't give her the right thing.
Zypha, activate.
And you're muted, because of course you are. God, I hate you, Judith. Judith!
They're about to attack. Here
Judith!
a chance.
Why even let me do it, man? You shouldn't even let me do it.
They're about to attack.
It was like, it wouldn't let me do some of it, but then it was like, oh, this spell's lit up. It should work.
Let me heal you.
Thanks, pal.
Get it.
Yeah.
Here goes.
What?
Forget it.
I mean, I guess I should just coin. Like, that time... I guess, did we get a Guardian proc? Maybe we did. I feel like even when we didn't get a Guardian proc, it didn't do 5k.
Zypha, activate.
Oh, because this was X'd out because we didn't have the mana for it.
Good luck.
Because I guess in my brain's like, oh, well, you can't cast it because you're muted. But then I'm like, oh, well, this spell's lit up, so I should be able to cast it. Oh my fucking god.
Activating drive.
Why is this last, like, 10,000 taking forever?
Take that.
Now then.
Some more. Nice. Moving on up.
I can do even better.
I don't even know what... I guess it's just we literally just lost the hate, and then I was like... Just wouldn't coin bulleted him again.
Quatre!
Because I was like, why did that fight start, like, going sideways? What is with the rest of the dungeon? I'm so confused.
I didn't want any of you to know.
Well, you know, it had to come out eventually. Unless I was like, Quatre would be the one character that keeps her secrets the entire time. You never learn what their thing is about. Ends up bottom of the tier list as a result.
About my past. Or my body.
Quatre.
You've got to learn to stop stressing over nothing, kiddo. Haven't you seen all the skeletons we've got in our closets?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron's a little demon. So's Van. Rosette's a robot. Nadia and Swin were, you know, psycho-tortured. Rin also psycho-tortured. Anya's, rich. Got a real bevy of horrible backstories.
Do you seriously think we'd let that stuff affect how we see you?
He's got a point. We're all basically in the same boat here.
I mean, who knows? When Aaron turns into a demon lord, he might be a hermaphrodite too, man.
You
might not be alone.
That's all that matters to us.
The jury's still out.
Maybe I'm not the best person to say this, but here's my take. Everyone has things they struggle with, big and small alike.
That's right. And yet, here we all are. We always have each other's backs, no matter what. I'm none too pleased with Harwood's lack of delicacy in bringing all this to light. But what matters now is how you choose to deal with it from here.
Alright, Catch, you ready to go explore the rest of the dungeon, or?
Even though these things are hard to share, the more we know about you, the better we can support you. I learned that after you all caught wind of my own family situation.
The fact that we all look after one another should make it obvious how much we care. I implore you to show yourself some of that care too. And learn to love the person you are the way we do.
Rosette. Everyone.
They're here! Oh, Quatre!
Whoa.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Wait, she came out swinging. She had the sword ready, man.
Essie.
You brought her here? What about Sharid and the others?
All dead.
Okay?
Yes, they are. His Highness ordered me to come, in fact. It's only natural that he did. We do owe Professor Hamilton a great debt, after all.
I was so worried about you. Oh, thank Adios you're safe. If anything happened to you, I don't know what the Professor, Young, and I would have done.
Aw.
I feel like Yang would just sip his coffee.
I'm sorry, Essie. For making you go through this again. I tried to run away. Even knowing how many loved ones I'd be leaving behind. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You can leave the two of them in my care. I'll take them back to the villa when they're ready. We'll be counting on you to find the 1,000 Oathbreaker. I'm certain he's still up to something.
Oh, okay. So that's gonna be our. So I was like, it would be kind of weird for us to be like, all right, Catcher, dust yourself off, buddy. We're going dungeoning.
For sure. He went farther into the ruins, rather than doing his usual disappearing act. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if what he did to Ren and Quatre was just his opening volley.
You really think he's planning something more sinister than that? I'd bet money on it. Whenever you think he can't sink any lower, he'll upend your expectations in the worst way imaginable. We should catch up with him as soon as possible.
Then let's get moving already.
I concur. We owe it to Mr. Silesian as well.
Okay, that was a little sudden, but before I forget, so I completely forgot, you should have this thing. What do we want here? I always want Athelas. You can never go wrong with a little Athelas. I mean, you do have select. Yeah, you're never casting that shit. You don't even. Why do you only have 500 EP? What the fuck? That seems like way too low. I mean, I guess some of your. I mean, a decent number of your slots are unlocked. I mean, she's got 800 and she's missing 4. Okay, you're missing 6. Alright, we should probably open some of those. Sure. Plus 30 defense. Nobody knows what that means. Friggin' cringe ass Van with his default Earth slots. And yes, it was cringe when Lloyd had them too. Don't think I'm not an equal opportunity hater when it matters. That's the one thing Rain had going for him. He had, I don't remember, what were Estelle's default slots? So she probably had like wind or some shit, which is like, it's okay to have like one default wind slot. I mean, wind is better than Earth generally, because at least like crit and evade. Well, because no, crit used to be on. Can't remember. Evasion's always been green, but I feel like crit used to be something different. Because crit used to be space. I think. Because hits used to give accuracy and crit. Or were they actually Mirage back in? Because in Sky, it was Dex. You didn't have like flat crit stuff back then. You had Dex, which was like the most useless stat because it never fucking did anything. Because no matter how many Dex you had, Josh was still this double slash. Fucking piece of shit. Anything else I want? Oh yeah, I picked the second spell. I was like, I knew I forgot something to do something. I guess, well, I was like, you could have a slightly cheaper fire spell, but Forte, Osmogus, probably Chrono Drive or Ideal Force. We'll give you Ideal Force just to have it. And you are Mirage based. So I should be casting this, not this. Yeah, because there isn't actually like a good, like, free Mirage spell. Like the only other Mirage spell that we could buy is, whatever it's called. The Confusion one. I can't remember its name, even though it's been in the game for ever. Argent Thorn. I guess we should go ahead and buy it. But I mean, that's like a start of the game spell. I guess we should equip it over this. Because I think I meant to equip it, but we literally couldn't afford it. So then I was like, oh, I'll just slot this in. That, yeah, because we want you to have these wins for the follow-up stuff. But alright, okay, we're only at 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm glad we finally got to learn some shit about Quatre. It does definitely make Aaron's whole thing feel even weirder. Because, like, Van and Quatre, they've got, like, elaborate backstories for how they can transform into shit. And Aaron, he's just fucking born that way, man. I don't know. He can just do it. He's just got a demon inside him, man.
So this is one of the DG cult's hidden lodges. Who knows what's waiting for us down there?
Nothing good, I imagine, given all they had done to Quatre. Regardless, we have no choice but to get in there and settle this.
Ren? Yeah, we're with you.
Ancient DG cult pots. Right to. But nothing here. You made me drop down. You made me go hup to get a rot 2. Can I push this? I've been foiled. Can I interact with the shrine? Well,
that altar. I feel something coming off of it.
Is it a spiritual mechanism? I'm not really well versed in that kind of thing.
Might be able to activate it if we can give it some mana.
Legend of Zelda ass section. I don't know if I trust this thing, man. What if it like rug pulls me and it's like immediately snaps up?
This place gets creepier all the damn time.
This horrible, malevolent force. No, this is something else entirely.
Oh yeah, I meant to open your
It's
slots.
like a
Don't let me
deep-seated
forget to
hatred
open Rin slots.
and a
Don't let me
tremendous
forget.
sense of malice.
Don't let me
I recall
forget.
feeling all this elsewhere on the island.
This will
Is
shock
this where
you.
it's been coming from?
Man,
This will shock you.
or do I not? Is that just here for decoration? Or am I missing? Do I have to be literally right in front of it? Or do I have to be too far? Is it that it has to land on it?
Eat this.
Okay. Wait. No, it didn't light up. Okay. That one's just there for decoration, I guess.
Well, well, what a nice little chest.
Good. I need that to remember to open Rin slot so that she has mana, because 500 mana at this point is embarrassing, Rin. You should feel ashamed of yourself.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
Lady, what is you talking about?
Careful. I sense an incredible aura.
No.
Begin, shall we?
It's like they're trying to force you to do combat. No. I just want to... We don't do that on this channel, okay? We don't fight monsters. We ignore them, and then we cast Spark Edge on the thingy, alright?
Well then,
You
shall we?
can't make me fight a monster. Where'd that even open? Is that just the way forward? Like, that was just over there. And we just walked past this chest.
Well, well, what a nice little chest.
Oh, that gives 25? 24 crit? Oh, it straight up doubles again. That's crazy, brother. We'll drop your evade for it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I would have thought that it would just go up to like... Well, honestly, I thought it was 4, 8, and then 12, but that's for evasion, I guess. Unless evade 3 is actually 16. But yeah, I thought this was 4, this was 8, and this would be 12, but it actually doubles each time, which is kind of crazy. There's nothing in there, man? I just broke a priceless historical artifact for nothing? Fake him out, fake him out. Oh, oh, oh.
Bet we can rest there.
And we're not done with the dungeon. Presumably. Yeah, we're definitely not. Oh, I guess we just fight like a random monster or something?
Whew, that hits the spot.
Okay, we want to open... We want to open as many as possible just to get... I mean, guys, what the hell is wrong with your mana? Like, it seems so low. I mean, you don't... Okay, you do have an EP2. Okay, you actually both have EP2s. So we can slot one of those in now. I guess that's the difference. Actually, may have already had those, but whatever. Has to be a mirage. We really don't have anything good. I guess you can have some stealthage. Wait. Hey, that's on Quatre. Well, actually, we'd want this on you. And then this can be our mind. And then we could drop... Can't really drop anything. Well, no. You still have it even without. So we could make this something else. What other spells do you have? Space. I mean, I guess we want to keep this. I mean, this is the only other, well, wouldn't even be able to get 12 space, plus after evading an art, even if you had 100% evasion of arts are not frequent enough to justify it. Yeah, I guess we're not going to change anything. Then what do you have? I guess this is what we want. And these are the same, yeah. Okay. Whew, I guess we should. Well, we can go and fight our monster real quick. We got our S juice.
Stop right there.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys existed.
Nice to see you again, old 3 and 9. Not. Oh, and you guys brought along Paradise's little plaything too.
You guys suck, you know that? Do you have any idea how long it took to get Marduk off our backs?
Probably not that long because they're fucking jokes.
I haven't got a clue, and frankly, I don't give a shit. Whole thing sounds like a you problem to me.
Get their asses?
For your sake, I hope you never call me that again. I'm no one's plaything.
Yeah, I mean, it is honestly, like, unbelievably fucked up thing to call her in. Like, if you go by, like, the more sanitized version of Paradise that's presented in this game, where she's just, you know, experimented on, which is still bad, obviously, but it doesn't have that same, like, real world, like, revulsion that comes with sex trafficking. Because, I mean, that's like a real thing, whereas people getting kidnapped and fed magic plant juice that makes them have a second personality, like, that's not like a thing. I mean, there have been, like, you know, horrible medical experiments carried out, like, in history. But one of these things feels like more of a thing that could happen and someone could have real trauma over. So it has, like, more impact to it. And, like, calling her that, yeah.
I figured we'd cross paths with you two sooner or later.
Really wish we didn't, though. The people from Melchior's garden are nasty.
Like, that actually might be, like, one of the most fucked up things any person has said in the series. Like, calling a child sex, like, abuse survivor a plaything.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I won't. I hate being lumped in with that Uggo. I'll give him one thing, though. That last little act he made us take part in was wicked fun.
Is she talking about the thing Swin mentioned?
You're referring to his final order, right? The one where he told you all to kill each other?
The very same. It was an all-day, all-night party of death and evisceration.
I mean, you could have just
We
not
spent
done it.
all 24 hours murdering our comrades, who we worked with just the day before, in cold blood.
The Overseer's orders are absolute. If you don't want to die at the hands of another, you kill them.
There was no need for infiltration, scheming, sneaking, or reporting.
In that sense, it was way less of a pain than our usual missions.
All we had to do was kill, and then kill again.
We killed and then killed some more.
Then more, and more, and more, and more.
And more.
We killed until the only ones left standing
were me and Yorda.
Hold on a minute! Why would you go along with something so awful?
What the hell are you two smiling for?
I mean, it's gonna be hard for me to have, like, any sympathy for them. Like, when we're literally in a party with two people who were told to do the same shit and said, nah.
Sorry about that. I sorta got lost in my own world for a sec.
Like, I get what they're going, oh, they had to do something so horrible, and look how desensitized they are to violence and killing. Wow, fucking cry me a river.
That whole thing was a blast, wasn't it, Yorda?
For sure. It was pretty awesome. I'll be real for a sec. Every single one of them annoyed the crap out of me. The other kids, the pig-headed teachers, and the freak show overseers. They all had it coming.
You said it. It was so cathartic to finally snuff them out for good. Best day ever! If only I got to kill Melchior myself. That would have been the cherry on top of the slaughter sundae!
Like, you don't get the fucking sad music, man.
They're completely insane.
I get it now. I understand why you call yourselves the Garden's greatest masterpieces.
Well, I definitely won't argue at that point. To be honest, I feel kinda sorry for them.
Not really.
No doubt the Gardens trained and raised the other children they kidnapped to be this way.
Like, but here's the thing. We're literally standing with living proof that you could overcome it. B, it's not like they had to do it to survive, because they were stronger than everybody else, and so if you're that strong, you could just not kill them. C, you could easily fucking killed Melchior because he's a scrub, and Ix fought fucking Van and friends plus 2 Grail Knights to a standstill. So you can't have him be unbelievably strong and then also be like, oh no, Melchior told me I gotta kill people, I had to do it. Like, they chose to do that shit.
I can't even imagine what these two have been through over the years.
I mean, I'd have more sympathy for it if it was a situation where it's like, oh, well, it's me or them. But it's not really the situation.
Hey, screw off. Save your pity for someone else. If you thought we were kidnapped by the Gardens, then you're dead wrong.
Ix and I had been there for as long as we could remember. It was basically our home, in a way. Although I wasn't too attached. We did tear it to bits, after all.
This whole thing is just our way of life. We've never once questioned it. And besides, why would we do anything different when we've got these sweet toys to play with?
Oh no, it's the treasures.
A sphere? And a sword?
No way! This has gotta be some sick freaking joke!
A nuclear weapon.
Is that a Peyron, the Sword of Divine Darkness? That's the artifact that Dante's person used.
Please tell me that I'm not the only one who thinks that shit's fucking hilarious. Rin just randomly being like, oh, that random sword that I've never seen before. Is that a Peyron, the Sword of Divine Darkness? Why the fuck would you know that? Much like, what a normal person would say is, holy shit, that's Dante's sword, isn't it?
How did you get that?
Not, that's a Peyron, the Sword of Divine Darkness.
The Gralsritter told us that the sword had gone missing, so they stole it.
I was under the assumption Armada only manufactured 2 nuclear weapons. But could they have made a third?
I feel like I remember saying that, like, why do we assume they only had the 2? But, you know, whatever, fuck me.
I get it now. That's the lead Elaine was talking about. We thought Armada's legacy only involved the pieces of the 8th Genesis. But that isn't the case, is it?
Ding, ding, ding! You got it! Except Armada didn't get their grubby little hands on this 3rd nuclear weapon. This is a prototype that was recreated in the 13 factories.
Just like the Aurora that was brought to the condemned sector.
As for the sword, we just swiped it off the people who were transporting it to Arteria.
Harwood must have arranged for the nuclear weapons recreation. I bet the professor also had a hand in it.
But they shouldn't be able to detonate it, right?
Correct. No matter how similar the recreation, it's still very much incomplete.
I mean, maybe.
Dante's was only able to detonate the other prototype weapon by hitting the explosive lens with his sword. However, that sword can only be used by someone from the royal bloodline, so it should be impossible.
Lady, it's a piece of metal.
Wanna walk that back, maid lady? The bearded boss man gave us the A-OK to detonate this bad boy. I hear it's the most destructive force in the history of Zemuria. I've just been dying to know what it's like. Though, if we use it, Yorda and I might have to kiss our bright, murder-filled futures goodbye.
I should be able to get us out of here with my power, but we'd be cutting it real close. It's definitely a gamble. That said, as long as
I'm gonna
Ace
be
and I
honest,
are together
like,
to the end, I don't really care how or when I die.
Putting on my hater cap again, these two characters did not need to be in the game. Like, I was mostly like, I don't know, this scene has just put such a fucking bad taste in my mouth, and I don't exactly know why. I guess because it's like, hey, it's Melchior again. They're both Melchior. Look at that. It's two little Melchiors. Remember the most boring shit-ass character? Well, not the most boring, but like one of the most boring shit-ass characters from the last game? Well, they're back, and there's two of them, and they're still as one-dimensional and boring as ever. But they're kids, and we played the sad music. Don't you feel sad? Like, they did not need to be in this game.
Ah, but I have an ace up my sleeve. Teleportation. Still, I'd place my odds of survival at 30%.
I did think it was going to be a monster dropped in and we'd fight, though, so, like, I didn't expect it to be a whole-ass cutscene.
But the thrill of the gamble is irresistible.
This isn't a game, you know. We won't let you do it.
Yeah. There's something more to this than meets the eye.
Like, right now, this just feels incredibly random.
We can't have a repeat of what happened to Cray Village!
Come at us, you old farts! We're gonna blow you sky high!
That's the price you pay for tricking us. Get ready to die.
Deploying shards!
Get ready for the fireworks show to end all fireworks shows!
Hey, Ix. Let's do our thing.
Trying to think, do we want to do it or not? Let's actually call it here, because I still need to edit today's video and get it rendered out and start uploading it. And there might be a cutscene after this. It's going to take a while, so we're going to call it here. And pew pew to you, fucking shit ass loser, man. Like, I don't know, why are they in this game?
To throw in the towel.
Like, I mean, I know some people like extremely boring one-dimensionally evil characters. I've never really gotten the appeal. I mean, I can somewhat understand it being like a little annoying when every character has like, oh, there's like a tragic explanation for why I'm a bad guy. But I would always rather have the kind of like the somewhat at times contrived explanation for why X character is a you know, not necessarily pure evil than we like to murder because we're murder people. We're murder sins. And like, even if you were to buy the element of like, oh, it's so sad that they're like so desensitized to violence because they were raised as child assassins, like that still doesn't make them interesting characters. They're still boring as shit.
You know, you're just wasting your time, right?
So, I don't know. I just feel like they're completely unnecessary and they don't add anything to the game.
Let's stay on the offensive.
And why does she have a fucking shadow hand? Like, it's so weird.
Keep it up, it's working!
And like, he has magic bullet. Like, why do they have powers? Like, Nadia and Swin don't have fucking powers. Other than, like, Nadia's good at analytics, which is not a superpower. It's actually, like, one of the most grounded abilities characters can have in the series. And Swin, well, he has, like, a special weapons, which is, like, that kind of gives him some cool uniqueness. But he doesn't have, like, fucking superpowers. I don't know. Let's call it here. Next time we'll fight Yorda and Ix. I'm Extremes87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.